Converting fractions into decimals. Every rational number is also a real number, and we can convert a fraction into a decimal with long division. For example, let's say we have 87/24. What is this? We do long division. That is 87 divided by 24. And let's see, 2 24s is a little under 50, 3 is a little under 75, 3 looks good. 3 times 4 is 12, 6, 7, subtract, and we get 15, which is less than 24, so we went successfully. Add a decimal point in, 24 into 150, it's almost like 25 into 150, that's 6. 6 times 4 is 24, 12, 13, 14, 144, 60. And let's see, 2 24s go to 60, that's 48. And this is 12, and 120 is 24 times 5. And so we're done. And so 87/24 is the same thing as 3.625. This is a decimal. This is how we represent real numbers. This is a fraction. Let's do another example. Let's say we have 17/33. So that's 17 divided by 33. A lot of people, they want to always divide the larger number by the smaller number. It's the number on top is the things multiplied, and the stuff down below is the things divided. We have to divide. Okay, 33 doesn't go into 17, so we go decimal point. Let's see, 30 goes into that 5 times. 3 times 5 is 15, 15 is 16, 165. We have a remainder of 5. Great. We add a 0, 50. 33 goes into 50 one time, 33, and this is 17. Okay, 170. We think, wait a second, we've talked about 170 before. It went in 5 times, 5, 15, 15, 16, 165. We've done this before. Now we've got the 50 again, and that's 1. We realize that this is going to repeat 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 1 forever. Some fractions do this. The shortest way we can write it is 17/33 is 0.51 with a bar over the 5, 1, implying that the 5, 1, 5, 1 is going to repeat forever. So some fractions stop, full stop. Some fractions go on. If our long division gets to the point where we start adding zeros to the end, then our remainders will always be less than the number we are dividing by. For example, if we're dividing 340 divided by 7, then we get to the point where we have where most people like to stop. You say, okay, 340 divided by 7 is 48, remainder 4. However, if we're going to put a decimal point and keep going, then the remainders that we have a remainder 4. The remainders are always going to be less than 7. If you get a remainder more than 7, it meant you plugged in the wrong number. So that means the only possible remainders we will ever get from this point on are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Now, if we ever get a remainder of 0, the long division is over and we end up with a finite decimal. Otherwise, if we don't ever get 0, that means our remainders are always going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, or whatever, up to 1 less than whatever the number we're dividing by is. And if you are going to do something forever and numbers are only going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, eventually you're going to get to a remainder that you've used before, and that is the point where the long division begins to repeat. And that is why every fraction results in a decimal that either stops or repeats forever.